Hi everyone, and thank you so much for joining me on this channel, Adults ESL Online Learning. I'm Dr. Hernandez Smith. In this video, we are going to talk about Father's Day, the holiday. Table of Contents, Father's Day, from the Encyclopedia Britannica. Objectives, vocabulary, when is Father's Day? Where did Father's Day come from? How is Father's Day celebrated? Why is Father's Day in June? Is Father's Day celebrated internationally? Objectives. Number 1, read about the holiday Father's Day. Number 2, discuss questions and review the text for answers. Number 3, gain an understanding of Father's Day's significance to the culture of the United States. Vocabulary. United States, also known as America, US, USA, United States of America. Number 2, holiday. Holiday, social practice. Holiday from Holly Day, originally a day of dedication to religious observance in modern times, a day of either religious or secular commemoration. Number 3, credit. Number 3, praise or special attention that is given to someone for doing something or for making something happen. Example, all the credit must go to the play's talented director. She's finally getting the credit she deserves. He shared the credit with his parents. You've got to give her credit. She knows what she's doing. Often +4. They were given credit for the discovery. He didn't actually write the essay, but he got credit for it. You have to give us credit for trying. We did the best we could. Number 4, Spokane, Washington. Washington State, United States, also known as Evergreen State. Washington constitute state. Washington, a constituent state of the United States of America, lying on the northwestern corner of the 48 conterminous states. It is bounded by the Canadian province of the British Columbia to the north and the U.S. states of Idaho to the east and Oregon to the south, and the Pacific Ocean to the west. The capital is Olympia, located at the southern end of Puget Sound in the western part of the state. Number 5, Civil War. American Civil War, United States history. Also known as War Between the States. American Civil War, also called War Between the States, 4-Year War, 1861 to 1865, between the United States and 11 states that seceded from the Union and formed the Confederate States of America. Number 6, Mother's Day. Mother's Day holiday. Mother's Day holiday in honor of mothers is celebrated in countries throughout the world. In its modern form, the holiday originated in the United States, where it is observed on the second Sunday in May. In its modern form, the holiday originated in the United States, where it is observed on the second Sunday in May. Number 7, Calvin Coolidge. Calvin Coolidge, President of the United States. President of United States, also known as John Calvin Coolidge. Calvin Coolidge in full, John Calvin Coolidge, born July 4th, 1872, Plymouth, Vermont, U.S., died January 5th, 1933, Northampton, Massachusetts, 30th President of the United States from 1923 to 1929. Number 8, Lyndon B. Johnson. Lyndon B. Johnson, President of United States, also known as LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson. Lyndon B. Johnson in full, Lyndon Baines Johnson, also called LBJ, born August 27, 1908, Gillespie County, Texas, United States. Died January 22nd, 1973, San Antonio, Texas. 36th President of the United States from 1963 to 1969. Number 9, Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon, President of United States, also known as Richard Milhous Nixon. Richard Nixon, in full, Richard Milhous Nixon, born January 9th, 1913, Yorba Linda, California, United States, died April 22nd, 1994, New York, New York. 37th President of the United States from 1969 to 1974. Number 10, designating. Designate. To officially choose someone or something to do or be something. To officially give someone or something a particular role or purpose. It might be difficult to designate an appropriate place for the event. Number 11, Saint Joseph. Saint Joseph, biblical figure. Saint Joseph flourished 1st century CE, Nazareth, Galilee region of Palestine. Principal feast day, March 19th. Feast of Saint Joseph of the Worker, May 1st. In the New Testament, Jesus' early father and the Virgin Mary's husband, Saint Joseph is the patron of the Universal Church in Roman Catholicism, and his life is recorded in the Gospels, particularly Matthew and Luke. Father's Day holiday. Father's Day in the United States holiday. Third Sunday in June to honor fathers. Credit for originating the holiday is generally given to Sonora Smart Dodd of Spokane, Washington, whose father, a Civil War veteran, raised her and her 5 siblings after their mother died in childbirth. She is said to have had the idea in 1909 while listening to a sermon on Mother's Day, which at the time was becoming established as a holiday. Local religious leaders supported the idea, and the first Father's Day was celebrated on June 19, 1910, the month of the birthday of Dodd's father. In 1924, U.S. President Calvin Coolidge gave his support to the observance, and in 1966, President Lyndon B. Johnson issued a proclamation that recognized the day. It became a national holiday in 1972 when President Richard Nixon signed legislation designating the third Sunday of June as Father's Day. Although it was originally largely a religious holiday, Father's Day has been commercialized with the sending of greeting cards and giving of cards. Some observe the custom of wearing a red rose to indicate that one's father is living, or a white rose to indicate that he is deceased. Other males, for examples, grandfathers or uncles who have assumed parenting roles, are often also honored on the day. Some Roman Catholics have continued to observe the feast day of Saint Joseph on March 19th as a tribute to fathers. When is Father's Day? Father's Day is celebrated on the third Sunday in June in the United States. Where did Father's Day come from? Sonora Smart of Spokane, Washington is usually credited for originating Father's Day. She is said to have had the idea in 1909 while listening to a sermon on Mother's Day, which was emerging as a holiday. U.S. President Calvin Coolidge gave his public support to Father's Day in 1924, and legislation signed by U.S. President Richard Nixon established it as a national holiday in 1972. How is Father's Day celebrated? Father's Day is celebrated commercially and involves the sending of cards and giving of gifts to fathers, grandfathers, and other father figures. Some observe the custom of wearing a red rose to indicate that their father is living, or a white rose to indicate that he is deceased. Why is Father's Day in June? The June observance of Father's Day marks the birth month of the father of the founder of the holiday. The first Father's Day was celebrated on June 19, 1910. The holiday was later moved to the third Sunday in June. Is Father's Day celebrated internationally? Father's Day is celebrated all around the world, even though it originated in the United States. Many countries celebrate it on the third Sunday in June, while others observe the holiday at different times of the year. Well, thank you very much for joining me on this channel, and I hope that this video gave you some understanding about the holiday Father's Day. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.